Hello YouTube and welcome to the finale, part 25 of our Nuclear Blast Battle Royale, and we are finally going to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, with Bloodletting from Khemmis. Khemmis? Khemmis. 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 So, what are we waiting? We don't need to waste any more time, because this has been a journey of discovery, and through nearly getting my head literally knocked off through a series of extreme death, thrash, absolute carnage, and a little bit of jazz along the way. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin Bloodletting in 3, 2, 1, and... Okay, there, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bloodletting by Khemmis. That was I enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you precisely for why I enjoyed it. It was a little bit more of it was a little bit more in the doomer sort of half of metal, which you guys know doom metal is some of my absolute favorites out there, because there seems to be an emphasis on making things a little bit slower, like to have the tone a little bit heavier in places. And what I seem to have got out of Bloodletting is that it seemed as if, like, no matter what we have done, no matter how much we put into what we are working towards, there is always something that's going to be an obstacle, and every single obstacle that seems to be in our way, it is so mind-numbingly ridiculous that you begin to feel as if, like, are these people, are they actually serious that they are talking down to us? Do you want me to give you an example? Have we gone blind? Have we lost our sight? Or have we somehow not seen clearly? Or somehow are we going blind? Like, this is what people are really saying in the real world, despite what we are trying to do. But apparently this is just not, in the eyes of these guys, not close to good enough. So they're going to reflect and literally almost turn the world upside down. I used to sing of finding light in the darkened skies above, no fleeting glimpse. All hope is bleeding from this shell. The wolves are snapping at all sides, consuming fear. It's a place where almost no escape, and you're desperately searching for escape, but lo and behold, you just might never find it, because either it's nowhere to be found, or you've looked everywhere and all of a sudden you're beginning now to backtrack in your own mind as to whether or not there is any hope. The faith I held is fractured like a mirror. Both sides reflect the darkness of the other. Without the will to look inside, we cut our wrists on the divide, and I am bleeding out with no one there beside me. No fleeting glimpse, no hope remains inside this hell. The noose is gripping at my neck with every breath. Our life is drained. We're being punished for our crimes. The executioner calls out a final time. Blood drips out, drip, drip, drip. Then we hang our heads in shame. Nowhere left to turn, nowhere left to run. We sat alone, rotting inside our once corpse's shell. Actually, I added the last couple of parts in there just because I was interested to see whether or not you guys were watching and whether or not you knew that that's not technically part of it. The executioner calls out a final time. This is literally the final straw. There's nothing that could be done, nothing could be saved, nothing could be won or lost. It's literally GG. Offering wealth and wine, take my hand and twist the knife. We're depraved and relieved, welcoming eternal night. They are now... They've acknowledged that irregardless of what's happened, they've just had to accept for what it's worth, and now they're just welcome to receive some light at the end of this tunnel. And that is, death is the only real escape, as it would turn out. The faith I held is fractured like a mirror. Into the starless skies, eternal rest, merciful death. That's like Bloodletting. The theme of mercy almost seems to be a running theme throughout, is that through all that we've said and done, through everything we've sacrificed, everything we've worked for, even if it doesn't turn out for the best, we have relief in the fact that we can rest when all this is over. When our lives are over, I should probably emphasize, that is when we get the time to rest. Of course that would happen. It's like 10:30 at night, and of course car alarm has to go off. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is that it's a I'm shutting the window. The relief is in the fact that at long last we finally get to be laid to rest. All our sufferings, all our ills, all our woes are forgotten about, as we can finally be put to rest. Even though you could argue this guy literally had to do it via self-harm because he just wanted out of this world so badly. And when you put it in that light, it's a lot more of a grimmer outlook than I'm probably trying to make it out to be, but I felt as if, like, in some strange way, that was their emphasis, that sometimes this world is just doesn't deserve people like these guys who are trying to escape or make some change in this world. Actually, let's see where it goes here. Along with political commentary, the song reflects on how hopeless and draining politics has become. Exactly. It is a hell, and following the news, a dark experience, and at times hope seems lost in the current political landscape. Exactly what I was just talking about. It could... reading the news is almost wading through an entire... like a sea of doomsday slowly approaching. But unfortunately... actually, it is more unfortunately, doomsday is never going to arrive because some people say that it's a blessing that mankind still continues. Some say it's a curse and we can't all just be put to rest at the end of it. And when you look at the outside world and you find out how terrible things are becoming, like, what do you do now? Patrick, seriously, fuck off with that. Oh god, I think my brother just blinded me there. So what I was trying to say was that I think the only thing that's worth you know what, and I said this again when I said about light the torch earlier today. Focus on the stuff that is actually going to make your life better. Don't waste your words on fools who won't listen. Spend more time around the people who actually love you and the people who will respect what you've got to say. They will be there, and if you could be there for them, then you've actually done something worthwhile. Sometimes I feel as if Bloodletting just shows us that what they were saying about the current political landscape, well, you know what? Don't try and convince the people who think you're absolutely insane. If it were me, I would also be just saying my word to anybody who will listen. And there could be people who have opposed political opinions to mine who might see something in what I'm trying to say. In fact, for anything, the words I could be saying could actually isolate people who realistically should be on my side, as it were. But you know what? It'll come out who actually is with you and who is against you. But like I said, it's a matter of trying. And you know what? If you can show to the world who you truly are, then you know what? People will at least respect you for doing it. Because you know what? Some people even said that through what I'm doing right now is a lost cause. You know what? I don't share that opinion. I don't think what I'm doing right now is a lost cause at all. Discussing music, sharing experiences, making plenty of friends through this journey, through discovering just all this wonderful world of music. I don't think that's a lost cause at all. And being myself and enjoying what I'm doing in my life is absolutely worthwhile. And if you guys could do something like that as well, you know what? More power to you. The world is bad enough as it is. We do not need people making it worse for anyone else. So anyway, with all that being said, I am so proud to announce that if you've stayed with us to watch all 25 parts of our Nuclear Blast Royal Rumble, I sincerely thank each and every one of you. This has been an experience and a journey. And I thank all of you for accompanying me with these travels, because this isn't just the end. This is the end of probably one of the joint biggest battle royal of RageCon, but it's certainly not the end. So I hope all of you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Take care, be safe, bye bye for now.